Hey everybody, welcome back to Marketing for Your Future. I'm your host, Mark Labragi. This is the show where we talk to marketers and entrepreneurs across the country, figure out what they're doing that we can learn from. Now, today, we are steeped in the world of marketing with my guest, Jenn Moyer-Smith. She's a partner in Alice and Albert, a digital marketing agency. Jenn, thanks for joining us. It's nice to see you.
Thank you for having me. Thanks, Mark. Good, great to see you.
So I want to get right to it. So Alice and Albert, great name. I definitely want you to talk about why that name, because it sort of defines your mission statement, right, as a company. But what does Alice and Albert do? Who do you do it for? How do you go about your work?
Sure. So, Alice and Albert, we got our name. We're inspired by the creative wisdom of Alice in Wonderland and the imaginative science of Albert Einstein. Um, we came up with that when my partners and I were all former QVCers who met at QVC. But prior to that, we were on the outside in different agency world. And when we were deciding what differentiates us and coming up with our mission and what we stood for, um, we realized we had this traditional experience, and then we had the lessons that we learned at QVC. And it was taking a lot of that creative imagination and marrying it with that digital science that we learned at QVC. And so that's how we came up with our name. And we are a brand marketing firm. And we really start with our clients, helping them develop a story and a narrative that really differentiates them from the rest of their competition.
So we hear all the time agencies that say we are great storytellers, right, for our clients. But I love your mantra on at your company is this is storytelling that actually gets results, right? It's not just telling the brand story per se. It's telling the story the customer needs to hear to get the right action. So how do you use that to guide your course? How do you how do you talk to one of your clients and say, here's the right story for you?
Right. Well, it's really taking the blend of best practices when it comes to developing a great story, but also blending it with the technology that we have at our fingertips today. We do a deep dive process. We go through a deep discovery with our clients, and that is talking to the top stakeholders in the company, the people who are in the trenches of it as well, in addition to talking with their customers, their best customers who are willing to talk with us, in addition to looking at some of the data points that their metrics are showing us. And from there, we're able to develop a couple of different directions that we'll then put in front of our client, who will then best choose which direction to go.
I'm so glad you brought up data. I had a president early in my career as a marketer, and he said, Mark, the best marketers know their data. They know their numbers. Like, first and foremost, creativity is important, innovation is important, product launches are important, but you need to know your data. So I know you guys heavily steeped in data, but you put this imagination and this humanity to the data. Talk to us about that if you could.
Oh, absolutely. And I 100% agree with you. Is at the end of the day, let the metrics help guide us. But it really is, and I attribute this to the partners that we use and our creative resources to really mine for those insights, to really flip things on their head. We're not going to just throw something up and make sure it sticks. We're going to test it and see what the customer's telling us.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, I have one last question. You're in it. You live it every day. I know some of the marketing minds at your company, great marketing minds. I've known some of them for a number of years. What's happening right now? What is the hottest thing that you guys are focused on for your clients? Where's the action?
Oh my gosh. Mark, we are so privileged and lucky that we are working across different business sectors. So it really depends on what the hottest thing is for which project we're working on, because we have some B2B clients that we're working with. And obviously, LinkedIn is doing its thing, and there's a ton of opportunity there. But we're also knee deep in the beauty space. And I really think it's the blend of strategy. Obviously, social is near and dear to our hearts, but it is really identifying the key strength for each platform, um, really being mindful to differentiate your purpose for each platform. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously, TikTok is on fire. It's on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of spend going to TikTok that used to go elsewhere. That's for sure. Well, Jen, thank you
Mhm.
so much for joining us. I can't thank you enough. I wish you continued success
Thank
and have a
you.
great day.
You too, Mark. Great to see you.
Take care. And if you want to learn more about Jenn Moyer-Smith or her company, Alice and Albert, all the great things that they're doing there, go to dailyadbrief.com. You'll see this interview. You'll see a link to their website. You can check out other marketing for your futures that we have done. So that'll do it for today. Once again, I am your host, Mark Labraggi. Have a wonderful day.